Hello everyone, welcome to this YouTube live session. Ye- In this live session, I'm going to share the details about how to freely watch AI tutorial videos and how to read AI related blog posts. Okay, I have provided the links in the description of the video. It will be like this. I will share the screen. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen. So here I just pasted this content in the description of this video. You can find that. This is the playlist to freely learn AI basics, machine learning, deep learning, RAG, AI agents, context engineering, and MCP. Okay, so just visit that. Okay, this playlist has a lot of videos, tutorial videos. All the videos are provided with subtitles. Okay, so here, what is AI, famous and AI, useful AI tools, prompt engineering, AI jargon for beginners, Google Teachable Machine, and ultimate list of AI tools, understand AI basics, scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Whisper model, TensorFlow playground, and a lot of things. You can just go through RAG. It's a very important one. 20 minutes video explaining about everything about RAG. Okay, and suppose if you want to learn RAG personally, you can contact me. I do personal one-on-one AI coaching for affordable hourly charges. You can find the details by searching my blog, like QPT blog. Look for QPT blog. Search for QPT blog on Google, and then click this link blog.qualitypointtech.com. Okay, so here you can find this link one-on-one coaching. Click that link, and here you can find all the details about my personal coaching, AI coaching. Okay, so moreover, here you can watch a lot of sample videos, and you can get free books. You can find details about contacting me, my email ID, and a WhatsApp number. So just to check that details, and if you have any questions, you can ask me through the chat. Let us discuss about that. Okay. Before going further, I would like to just to check whether the live is going on smoothly. If anyone is watching this, just let me know. I will check it. Okay. Um, Let me check it now. And in the meantime, if anyone is watching this video, just uh, let me know if there is any audio issue. Okay, so the live has started. Any audio issue? Okay, it seems the audio is good. Let us continue the discussion. Okay. Moreover, if you have any specific question about anything about AI related things, you can ask me. I will be giving answer. I will be doing more analysis, and then I will be doing answer. If I know the answer already, I can share that details, whatever I know. But mostly, if you have some unique questions, I will be doing more analysis, and I will be posting as a blog post after my analysis. Okay, that's how I added a lot of blog posts, like hundreds of blog posts in this blog. You can read that. Okay, so the main agenda of this live session is to tell about this free YouTube tutorial videos and this free blog post. Apart from these things, if you want to get all the details in one place as a course, I would suggest buying my AA course. This course is available at rajamanikam.com or ajamanikam.com. Here you can find my books and my courses. I would suggest buying my course, okay? Because inside my course you can find a lot of books. Just buying my course alone is enough. So here you can find all the details about my course. This is $19, but based on the purchasing power parity of the country, that amount will be further discounted. And moreover, if you need further discount, use the discount code QPT to get a 50% discount. Okay. So you go through the details. Here you can find all the videos included in this AA course, and below that you can find all the ebooks included in this AA course. It's a really good way of learning AI, because you can learn it on your own, based on your convenience, right? On your own time. It's a self-practice course. It has tutorial videos, it has ebooks, it has code samples, and it has a lot of infographics, a lot of blog post links. So it's a good, really good thing. Even inside that, you can find links to other free AI courses. Like a lot of, it's kind of centralized place for learn anything about AI. Okay, so for beginners as well as, though it is saying that beginners, it has a lot of information for professionals also, like RAG, AI agents, other things. So it's for everyone. Okay, so just start learning in a simple way and then get more details. You can see, check the list of things. And suppose if you need any specific details or any guidance, I would suggest getting them by contacting me to get one-on-one AI coaching. Okay. Other than that, if you want to have everything freely, as I suggested, click that link, or you can come to this playlist by visiting my YouTube channel. This YouTube channel, QPT. The handle name is QPT. Display name is Rajamanikam Antonimathu. So here, come here, and then you can click that courses tab. Introduced courses tab, right? So here, home, videos, shorts, live, podcast, courses, playlist, post there, right? There, click the courses. Okay, click the courses. Then you will be seeing this playlist link. So you can just click that playlist and watch that. And it's just to share your feedback. If you find any outdated thing, just let me know. I will remove that. If you want me to add any of my other videos into this playlist, just let me know. We will do that. Okay. This is about this playlist for learning AI. And as I said, uh, if you click this other link, read blog post about AI at this. Actually, this link is to my blog only, but it is loaded with this playlist. So it will be I, instead of pasting, I copy it. Okay, I will do it again. Okay, copy, and then I will paste it. Okay, so this is it is filtered to show only the AI related blog post. Actually, this blog I am maintaining it from the year 2008 itself, and I keep on adding content continuously. Like if you see the thing here in the left side bar, you can know that, right? But recently, I have been doing a lot of blog posts. I have been publishing a lot of blog posts related to artificial intelligence that are really useful to learn AI, especially AI basics, that kind of tutorial videos, and some subtle things and a lot of discussions. So based on that, my recent post will be like this, but my previous posts are purely tutorial videos. So just you can check that, from last year February March, that time itself I have been doing this. Okay, so more than nearly 1 year I'm doing it. Okay, so but before that, all that links are related to other things like SQL and any PHP, software testing, QTP automation, and a lot of other things, especially testing and web development. Okay, so and apart from that, the SEO, digital marketing, that kind of stuff. It's like here, as I specified here, it is useful for business, small businesses. Okay, and apart from that, recently AI also, if you are running small business, knowing AI is very important. Okay. We can say in other words, like AI is useful for improving your business, right? It's not that much expensive. You can easily, like with the free tools also, you can do, and a lot of simple things can improve your business drastically. Okay, that's what the power of AI. So in that perspective, it is important to explore. Okay, but there are a lot of hypes related to AI, so we need to develop our skills to differentiate between the actual development happening with AI and the hype. Okay, so here you can see a lot of blog posts, right? GitHub and VS Code, a beginner-friendly guide for AI developers. So I can say that it is very important to learn about Git, GitHub, and VS Code, that kind of coding IDE, if you want to start your career as a developer, right? So you have to learn AI related stuff. That is true. But apart from that, you need to be familiar with those things, version controlling for other purpose. So here, my recent post was explaining that. Okay, so it's part of any software development thing. So as a AI developer, you should also you should be knowing this. Okay, so it's a very beginner friendly guide. Most people who are contacting me, like, they are thinking that they need to use these kinds of Git commands. But if you integrate that with VS Code, you can visually do that. No need to use any commands. But if there is any need, we have to do. So learning Git is also important. But without knowing Git commands, you can do the basic things. Okay, so this blog post explains those things. Mostly, I create blog posts with the help of ChatGPT, but I will manually verify and I will be creating the prompt so that the things are really good. Okay, and my previous post was about how to measure LLM usage for audio and video inputs. Okay, actually, one person asked me about that. So based on that, I came up with that. Okay, so normally we know that tokens are key in case of LLM usage, right? But these days we are having multimodal models, right? Multimodal models, vision, language models. So in that case, inputs are in audio. Say for example, if even if you go to ChatGPT, there you can upload videos. Say for example, if you are interested in learning AI or any kind of language, normal natural language like English, if you want to check your pronunciation, you can record your audio, and then you can upload that into that ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to give feedback about your pronunciation. It will be giving the feedback which is useful for improving your language skills, right? So there we are using audio. Sometimes we will be using images and a lot of other models, right? Multimodal things. So how it's doing. So this is that thing. So apart from text tokens, they are measuring the things in other things, not in the file size. Normally we'll be thinking the file size, but not for file size. It is like minutes of audio. Okay, so the audio length, and in case of videos it is a bit different. It includes a number of in case of images, it includes the resolution, number of images, visual details. Okay, and frames. In case of video, it includes frames also. And if there are audio tracks, then it will consider that also. Okay, so it's a combination of things. Here they summarized, right? Audio means transcribed text tokens. Video means frames plus text converted into tokens. Images means visual embeddings tokens. Okay. Okay. So okay. So this is the thing we need to understand, because the models are evolving, right? They are becoming multimodal. The usage also, multimodal usage is heavily realized these days. So it is important to know how to measure that thing, how it will be measured. So based on that, we can plan our plan, whether like we are going to use the API based models, or we can develop our own model like that. So the cost estimation is very important in case of AI development, right? So in that perspective, I just well, and this one, semantic hatching, is also is an important concept in any AI application. But any AI application, software application, it is important to avoid unnecessary connection, right, with the data. Say, for example, if you are running a website, instead of getting the details every time from the database, if 100 people are using, we need not connect to the database 100 times, right? So at one time we can get, and it will be stored as a cache in the server, and that static page will be delivered to the users, and it will be reset after some time. So that is the fundamental cache, right? So if you're asking one question, whether you ask it or someone will ask it, the answer will be same, right? So in that case, we got to just uh, like second time we can use reuse the previous answer, right? So that is the fundamental of caching, right? But in AI, people are using caching. Okay, so we have to use it. Otherwise, our LLM usage will be high. We have to pay more money, right? So in that perspective, uh, we need to use caching. But the problem with the caching is because of the natural language, allowing a natural language create the problem. Say the questions can be similar, what is semantic caching? That is one way of asking the question. The same meaning we can ask in different wordings. Explain semantic caching in the AI, right? Both are same. Okay, the intent is identical, but traditional caching will treat these as two separate requests, right? So that is where the semantic caching is coming. Yeah, in case of semantic caching, it will be treating both questions, these questions, what is semantic caching and explain semantic caching in AI. Both things are same, right? Generally. So in that perspective, it will be treating in that way. It will be treating a same thing. Suppose if someone is asking what is semantic caching, it will be getting the answer from LLM. Next time, if someone is asking explain semantic caching in AI, it will be using the cached response. Okay, so it will help us to save LLM usage cost. Okay, so that is what it's saying. Instead of checking is this question exactly the same, instead of that, it checks is this question similar in meaning to previous one. Okay. So that is the fundamental of semantic caching. How to do the other things I explained here with the help of ChatGPT. Okay. So here this is the cache limit is like so I explained everything here. Okay, so I don't want to explain everything yet. The purpose of this live session is to tell about my related blog post about in my blog. Okay, so you can just go through that. Okay, semantic catching, cosine similarity, and dot product Euclidean distance. It's a very common, right? So whenever we talk about RAG, that similarity search retrieval process involves selecting the way of getting the similar chunks, right? So normally we use cosine similarity, right? But apart from that, we have dot product Euclidean distance also. So here it explains when to use what are they and when to use them. Okay. So here, so it's a very common one. Okay. So the thing is, are these two vectors pointing in the same direction? Direction is the thing here. Okay. It ignores how long the vectors are and focuses purely on the orientation. Magnitude is not important, only the orientation or direction. Okay. Okay. So that is the mathematical thing. And so normally question similarity is perfect for RAG. Explains the reason. Okay. So in RAG, meaning matters more than length. Okay. Stable across various embedding models. Most embedding models are trained with question similarity in mind. Okay, so that is why we have to use question similarity during our RAG pipeline setup. Okay, so other than that, we have dot product. Okay, uh, it includes vector magnitude. Okay, and other one is Euclidean distance. Okay, it's just a physical distance measuring. So there are points. Okay, we don't by personal from my personal opinion, I would say that it is not that much mandatory to learn how they are working other things, but at least we should know at what scenario we have to use which approach. Okay. Okay. That is about cosine similarity, dot product, and Euclidean distance in drag. So this one is for common everyone. Okay, so I'm posting the blogs in a random order. Okay, sometimes it may be for professionals. Some blog post may be for um, very beginners. But I would suggest searching something if you want to get all the RAG related blog post, just to search RAG here. Okay, like that. That I will show later. So here I listed various AI tools that can help us. Okay, productivity and other purpose. ChatGPT, Notebook, LM, Claude, Gemini. So mostly everyone will be knowing that. If you are not familiar, this will be useful. 11 Labs, NA10, Canva. Okay, so you can check that. So this one I just explained about how to use ChatGPT's new group chat feature. So everyone will be seeing that feature, right? Suppose if you go to ChatGPT. Previously, suppose if you are teaching, no, personally, I am finding it very useful. I used to teach AI, right? So whenever I just to teach something by showcasing the prompting here, people will be asking me to share that chart. So I will be sharing that. Okay, that is okay for some extent. But the new feature like a group chat, we can simultaneously use. I am asking something, and if someone wants to ask some other question on top of my discussion, they can also use that. So that is really very useful feature. So if you are interested, you can use that by clicking this person icon. So that is what I explained here. Okay, how to use ChatGPT's new group chat feature, a complete tutorial. You can check the details here. Okay, so it's a really useful one. If you are not yet using, just explore using that. Okay, and this one is a really useful one. Okay, even many people actually I released it as a book. I provided the link to my book also, how to use AI tools to learn English. So this link is there. So one chapter I added here. Okay, and many people like this that book. Okay, so this post also will be useful. So go through that and bookmark it if you want to learn it. And it's not only for English; it's a fundamental idea, and you can use it for other things also. But we don't need separate things. As I specified, listed here, the first one is ChatGPT. ChatGPT itself can be useful in various ways. Suppose if you don't know how to use that, my book will be giving all the guidance. Right now, it is getting good attention. People are interested in read it, the KDP. Okay, suppose even it got one rating. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can ask me. Let me check whether any question is there. As of now, I'm not seeing any question, and it seems people are not knowing about this thing. I will be just sharing it to Twitter. Okay. So in the meantime, you can check this blog.qualitypointech.com, or I provided the link in the description of the video, or you can search QPT blog on Google and then click this Quality Point Technologies, which stands for QPT. QPT stands for Quality Point Technologies. Okay, let us share that link. Okay, freely watch a tutorial videos and read a blog post. Okay, so, as I said, you can freely read the blog post from my blog by searching QPT blog, and you can freely watch a two video tutorials here, my channel courses tab, or click the link in the description of the video. Okay, here you can find 65 videos. Okay, all are tutorial videos, really useful one. All the videos are provided with subtitle, and tell about this opportunity to your friends also, so that they can also use this. Okay, okay, these are useful AI tools for learning English. And the next post is, let me check. This is about my one-on-one AI coaching. I already explained. If you are interested, you can check. And in case of as I specified, it's a limited spots, right? Because it is not scalable, because of the one-on-one nature. So I cannot spend more hours, right? So if you want, you can make use of the available time. Right now I have enough available time. You can contact me if you are interested. And this one also very common question. Whenever I study about RAG or going through any discussions, people will always talking about PG vector and PG vector stores. Sometimes there may be discussion about those terms. Okay, so the common questions will be: what is the difference between PG vector and PG vector store? Are they same, or do I need both? Like these are the common questions. Okay, so here it is giving answer. Okay, what it is. A PostgreSQL extension that adds a vector data type, that is PG vector. PG vector store is a wrapper, library wrapper used by LLM frameworks. Okay, so it's just a wrapper. So it is an extension for extending the PostgreSQL to get the vector data type. Okay, the purpose of PG vector is store and search embedding vectors for storing and searching. Okay, so PG vector store is storing documents, embeddings, and metadata easily. Okay, uh, that PG vector requires is SQL, PG vector should not require. And index support is native, HNS, Dolio, IVF flat. Okay, I don't know about that. So it's uses various things, but PGector store it uses PGector indexes internally. Okay, so as we get, it's a wrapper so that we can easily store the documents, embeddings, metadata. That is the purpose, right? Okay, so this is the PGector. We have to create the table with the embedding data type. Okay, so it's a high level wrapper. Okay, so we can understand that BG vector is an extension for PostgreSQL, but BG vector store is just a high level wrapper library. Okay, that uses BG vector under the hood. It is useful for LLM or RAG developers. Okay, so they provide the analogy also. BG vector means a high performance engine. BG vector store a car built using that engine so that you can drive easily. Okay. So you can just go through the details if you need more details. Okay, this is about self rag. Okay, self reflective rag. Okay, that is what self rag. AI reflects on its own answer. Okay, checks for errors, decides whether it needs more information, and fixes mistakes before giving you the final result. So we can simply say that self rag is rag plus self correction plus intelligent retrieval. Okay. Instead of blindly answering or blindly retrieving documents, the AI becomes self aware of its knowledge gaps and actively manages the retrieval process. Okay. So these are the difference between normal rag and self rag. Okay, you can go through the details. Okay, just I'm just giving overview about what are the blog posts you can find here. Okay, but as I said, hundreds of posts are there. I'm not going to explain everything here. Okay, so any other questions you can ask me. So I will just say that how to start using it. So as we discussed earlier, you can find the link in the description of the video or come to this blog and then click the this label artificial at the end of the post you can see this artificial intelligence label. Okay, so by filtering that you will be getting all this AI related blog posts. Suppose if anyone is watching, if you want to get that, I will share that link here also, so you can just click that link. I just shared through the chat. Okay, just go through that, and if you have any questions, just let me know. If I know the answer, I will be just explain here now itself. Otherwise I will be doing more analysis and then I will be posting as a blog post so that you can check it later here. Okay, so self rag explained, right? Context engineering. Context engineering, this is also very important thing. Even I released a book about context engineering. Here I provide the link for the book also. Okay, for important things, I used to publish a book. Otherwise, I will be just keeping this blog post. Okay, so you can buy this mm, book from Amazon. Okay, okay. So it's a very important thing. Previously, everyone was talking about prompt engineering. Now the things are changing dynamically because previously almost all the AI applications were revolving around the LLM alone. Now it is getting expanded. Now we have memories, tools, a lot of things are there. Okay, so in that case, that the context is completely different thing. So we need to uh, deeply know that. So that is the reason why now there is a huge importance for context engineering. RAG is part of that. Okay, so you might have heard about RAG, retrieval augmented generation. That is one way of providing enough context. Okay, so because of that, that agentic AI, that things are becoming more powerful. Okay, so this is just introduction. If you want more details, you may check that book. And I included a video in the AI course also. As I said, you can freely watch that videos by visiting my uh, courses tab in this channel. Okay. So I used to run a free offer for my Kindle books. Actually, I have 41 books. Okay, most of the books are related to artificial intelligence AI. Sometimes I will be running free offer because I enrolled many books into KDP Select program, which will allow me to run free offer. So based on that thing, I used to run, and so few days back I ran a free offer. I published a blog post about that. Okay, so if I'm running any offer, other things, mostly I will be publishing blog posts, but recently, instead of publishing blog posts, I started giving newsletters. I will be informing through newsletters. If you're interested to get join the newsletter group, like visit my rajamanikam.com site and add your email ID here, and then click subscribe. It's free. You can subscribe to my newsletter. Mostly, I will be sending regularly newsletter. If there are any new updates from me, I'll be informing there. Or if I create any tutorial videos, I'll be sharing that information. Okay, so here you can find 41 titles, right? So sometimes I'll be running free offer. Okay, so you can just go through that. Okay, maybe that things we can discuss another day. Okay. So that's about this free offer. So and here I just started like a few months back in the November. I thought of starting a batch cohort kind of AI coaching. I already completed two batches, but after that I realized that one-on-one coaching will be better, so that I can uh, dynamically or custom teaching, right? Because of that it is useful for others. Only problem is scaling, that I will be explore. And if there is a need to do the batch or cohort training, I'll be considering that also in the coming days. Okay, this is about Vertex AI, Google's AI platform. Okay, and this one good sample. Okay, suppose if you are looking for any good sample for creating RAG-based chatbot with the crawling feature and a Swap-based database or any kind of vector database, this one is very useful. This blog post I provided a clear explanation about that, and it has two coding. One is about creating crawling website and storing embeddings in Superbase, crawl and store. This one is chatbot RAG. So I explained everything. So it's a very, very simple, but like full-fledged RAG application. Okay. So I provided the code in this GitHub, my GitHub link I provided. You can click here and you can download and you can use it. Okay. Suppose if anyone is interested in this, I will be sharing this link. Okay, and other links at the end of the link you can see the label, right? If you click that label, so I am just sharing this. Okay, and any other questions you can contact me. AI tools are beginners. So these kinds of AI tools, I like understanding AI tools are important. There are two things. One is creating new AI tools. Another is using existing AI tools. Both skills are mandatory these days. They are very important. So here it's kind of tools, writing tools, copywriting tools. Just you can go through that. Okay, if you want me to add any other tool or if you find any outdated tool, just to let me know. I will remove that. Okay, so it's okay. Then list of AI tools for teachers. Okay, So teachers also can use AI tools for improving their teaching. For that, I released a book, AI tools for teachers book. This one, okay. This one also available at Amazon. So if you are a teacher, if you feel that it is useful for you, you can buy it. Okay, so it's available here, and this is one chapter from there. Okay, so these are the tools. Like you can just go through the details. Okay, let me see other things. Understanding. Previously, I offered free trial, but now I ended that free trial offer has ended. Right now, I don't have much time. Previously, I just wanted to start that one coaching, right? So for that, I needed to give free trial, but right now I stopped that. Even in the coming days, even I will be stopping the NDL one-on-one coaching also. If a lot of people are already booking my timing, okay, so that case you can make use of this opportunity when it is available. Okay, so in the October month I provided free offer, but now there is no free offer, it has ended. Okay, so this one is about YOLO model. YOLO model is a CNN, uh, convolutional neural network based deep learning model. This is useful for computer vision. Okay, so here I explained about the difference between training, validation, and testing data sets. Okay, so you can just check that. So if there are any questions, you can ask me. So this is a list of sample projects. So beginners may be finding it useful. Okay, so just check that. So most of the post I came up with ChatGPT that ideas, but I extensively verified it and checked those things. Still, if you find any issues, just let me know. I will correct them. So here, normally these are the questions whenever I teach AI, people will be asking questions about what is activation, loss, automation, regulation, right? So I thought better I can put a blog post to explain those things. Okay, so here you can find the details. Okay, this is about beginner-friendly guide for explaining deep learning. Okay, what is deep learning? So if you want to understand more about this, I would suggest um, exploring TensorFlow's playground. Okay, that is simulation, but still it's okay. And this one also, like whenever I talk about hallucination for explaining RAG, I need to explain hallucination, right? And people will be somewhat confusing about overfitting and hallucination. So this is just to clarify those things are completely different things, but still, if there are any confusion, you can just check this post. Okay. So basically, hallucination is a very very important problem. Okay, overfitting we can use regularization to avoid that, but still hallucination it's a big problem, and it's because of a lack of training data, right? So in that case, that RAG that kind of things can somewhat helpful. Okay, so mitigation strategies is using RAG. Okay, so if you are interested in learning those things, just check this post. So 10 quick AI tips everyone should know. Okay. So top 5 myths about learning AI. 7 free AI tools to create stunning presentations. Alternative to Gamma. Okay. From ChatGPT to self-driving cars, how AI really works. Simple explanation about the AI's work. This is about my AI course. Okay. And this will explain about how to use the MCP servers in Cursor. This one normally people will be getting these kinds of question label encoder versus one hot encoder. So explain that, and this is to explain about where to work and the AI slope. This is a major problem in the coming day in these days, right? So I just explained that young data created by AI tools. Okay. So this is a very common question, right? How to use the NI10 locally. So this is a complete guide about that. So you can check that. If there are any questions, just let me know. Okay. If you find any issues or if you need more details, let me know. I will update the post. Build a WhatsApp AI chatbot with N8 and one example of for using AI and this is about explaining the fine tuning. Okay, and AI agents memory. Okay, so this is very important concept in AI agents memory. Okay, agent memory refers to the ability to an AI systems to store, recall, and use past information to influence its future actions or responses. Okay. So the memory-enabled agents can remember past conversations and preferences, retain knowledge from previous tasks, learn from mistakes or successes, build long-term context for better decision making. Okay. There are different memories like contextual memory, long-term memory, episodic memory, semantic memory, working memory. You can see the details, right? So is for YouTubers, like how to run YouTube channel effectively using AI tools. Okay. So mostly for thumbnail creation, everything I'm using AI tools. Okay. So this one very important post. Okay, I used to refer this for all my students who are learning RAG or any kind of AI topics from me. So vector databases, the various vector databases are there. In this post, I just listed 10 top 10 vector databases. Okay. Pinecone, Quadrant, ChromaDB, Files, PostgreSQL, Elasticsearch, Vespa, Redis. Okay, so just to check those details. Okay, the next topic is LoRa. It's about fine tuning. Okay, and this one it's for very beginners. Normally, people will be asking question about what is data science. For that kind of people, this post will be useful. What is data science? Okay, so just to go through these details, if you are very beginner, and this list is list of YouTube channels for learning AI. Okay, I included my channel also somewhere. Yeah, QPT playlist. Okay, but these are specific videos. Okay, so just check those details. And AI is there for all kinds of fields, including manufacturing. So manufacturing, if you are in manufacturing or production or any kind of mechanical field, you'll be finding this useful. Okay, so it's not a very detailed, but still you can get some inputs or ideas from this article. Okay, so AI manufacturing. Okay, even I included one infographic, spotting defects, smarter production planning, predicting breakdowns, saving energy. Okay, it will collect the data, analyze data, make predictions, and take actions. So just check those details. Okay. So if you like any of the posts, just to share it with others also. And moreover, I will be adding more content in the coming days. So if you are interested to get that updates, I would suggest subscribing to my uh, rajamanikan.com or this YouTube channel. So even in the YouTube channel, somewhere I will mention. May not be telling about all the posts. Suppose if I am adding significant number of posts, I will be telling about that. Okay. 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 So flow wise, it's similar to N10, right? Visual way to build LLM powered apps. New human story. Generative AI versus agentic AI. Okay. So just you can check. You can find a lot of things. I will just go through the topic title alone. Otherwise, it will be taking more time, right? RAG evaluation metrics, okay, like measuring voter recall precision, F1 score, that kind of stuff, MRR, NTCG, and it's just explaining about recall alone the RAGs thing, okay. This is context engineering. It's for my recorded video about GenA webinar. Okay, this is my free offer. It was entered. Okay, so yeah, this one someone asked me about how to learn AI as a MBA student. So for that, I created this, and it's about training a model. Okay, so these are all resources for learning AI. This is about libraries that are useful for building agentic AI. So it's about LangChain, okay, and that is a library or framework useful for building LLM-based AI applications. And this is normal questions, right? Similar things like semantic search engine, paraphrase mining. So I explained it with the examples. You can check that. Okay. So this is about start using YOLO for the object detection. So many people are thinking that doing computer vision kind of things are really requires a lot of skills or something. It's not like that. The YOLO model will be doing all the hard work for you. You can easily use that. Okay. So if you are interested to learn more about that, maybe we can have a one-on-one AI coaching. I charge very affordable charges only. This is all about creating AI chatbots. Okay. So this is about LangChain versus LM function calling. So normally everyone will be having that kind of question, right? How the tool usage is there in LangChain versus direct LLM function calling. So if you have that kind of questions in your mind, you can click that. Okay. And moreover it's about prompt template. Whenever you learn about prompt template, you will be getting questions, like your questions will be in your mind, like what is the unique thing about it, how it is differing from the Python thing, right? So that for that kind of questions, this blog post will be giving answers. Okay. Okay, next thing is this is about LangChain versus LangGraph. This is about agentic AI. So almost I cover all the topics, tutorial videos, tutorial posts, as well as common questions in people's mind. So this is about cursor editor, and this is about understanding AI workflows. Okay, AI agents and agentic AI. So this is very important. Like RAG is just workflow only. Okay, but in case of AI agents, they will be observing the environment. They will be taking decision, and they can act. There are very difference between workflow and agents. This is about self-supervised learning versus semi-supervised learning. Okay, this is about AI versus NLP versus data science. So if you have any question in your mind, mostly it will be there here. Okay, that's how I'm just updating this blog. First, I will be answering my own questions, and then I will be asking people questions of people who learn from me, and then I will be going through various social media discussions, and based on that, I will be adding content here. Okay. So this AI learning resource is really useful. I put a lot of effort to update this with more information. Okay. So here you can find all the useful links. Okay. This is about getting started with AI for beginners. This is about AI myths, misuse, and missed opportunities. This is about creating a chatbot. Okay, that I explained through video. I embedded that video here, and you can check it at my website here, qualitypointtech.com/quiz. Okay. So here You can test your knowledge in AI by attending these quiz topics. And I am referring this one chatbot, right? This chatbot. Here you can learn AI. You can just ask hi, it will start teaching AI to you. Okay. So this one I explained about how to create this one. Okay. So okay, that's what learn AI chatbot for learning AI in a interesting way. So this is about self-learning. So common question. It is common question. Can AI models really self-learn? Okay. So it is about clarifying the myths. Okay. It's about career-related thing. Okay. So top 7 AI skills you must master to stay ahead in 2025. Why business owners should learn AI now? Okay. So actually, I created this post to promote my AI course, but still that are meaningful only. Okay. So that is relevant. This is about GitHub Copilot. Role of AI in job displacement, reskilling. Okay, emerging AI trends, the vibe coding risk. So I used to tell this to all my learners. Okay, so we have to be very careful if you decide to use vibe coding tools. So a lot of AI infographics. Okay, agentic AI. Okay, parameters in AI models. What is vibe coding? Okay, AI agents versus agentic AI. Tips for using ChatGPT, bringing agents into the physical world. Yeah, okay, so right now everyone is talking about virtual AI agents, right? But it can be brought into physical world as a robots, right? So that kind of information discussion. And ultimate AI glossary, 50 terms every beginner should know. If you are a beginner, it will be useful. Okay, so these are the free AI training courses for beginners, famous tools. So this is about creating simple Gemini-based application using API. So you might have heard about temperature in AI, right? So this is simple explanation about temperature. Okay. This is about giving 50% commission for referring my AA course. If you are interested to earn 50% affiliate commission for referring my AA course, you can contact me. I'll be adding you as my affiliate. It is easy and free. You can easily join as affiliate. It's a good opportunity, and there is a huge demand for learning AI. And I have created my course with lot of information, so it's a win-win approach. Okay, so just you can think about that. So this is about deploying AI models and application in production. This is about LLM quantization and distillation, that kind of stuff. This one really useful one for software testers, harnessing AI to revolutionize software testing. It's a very detailed post, and moreover, I created a book about that also. You can check the book link here. And this is about comparing RAG, CAG, and fine tuning. This is about explaining deep learning. Okay, this is comparing supervised and unsupervised learning. Okay, this is project ideas for unsupervised learning, and this is project ideas for supervised learning. And this is about the Google AI Studio, a complete guide about AI Studio, very detailed post. You can check that. And even I included a video, so you can go through all these details. If you want to start exploring Gemini models, it is a better, uh, good place. Okay, so just check that content. So the role of AI and the machine learning in modern security systems. Okay, Padantic AI tutorial. So a lot of posts are there. Okay, I keep on adding posts for explaining things. Maybe you can check here also. Leveraging AI for digital marketing, MCP model context protocol, ultimate guide to AI agents, understanding generative AI hallucination, evolution of RAG, applications of RAG. why RAG is important, reinforcement learning, how ChatGPT provides the latest information despite its cut-off date. So normally, many people are interested in knowing that. So I created this. Leveraging generative AI for data validation, AI development best practices, DeepSeek AI development, creating local chatbot using popular AI models, Steamlit, OpenAI API to build AI-powered apps, speech recognition versus transcription in AI, did- explaining the key differences, and how ChatGPT understands text, images, and audio. Deep dive. The ultimate guide to learning AI must know concept and resources. How to build a simple retrieval augmented generation RAG system in with LangChain. Hugging Face tutorial. This is about prompt engineering, then computer vision and few shot learning, chunking strategies for RAG, LangChain, fine tuning NLP models with Hacking Face, mastering NLP with Hacking Faces pipeline, understanding input window limitation in large language models. Okay, and natural language processing NLP and Vertex AI, subreddits for learning RAG, zero shot learning versus zero shot prompting, chatbots versus AI assistants, foundation models versus large language models. So as I said, if someone is coming up with some questions, so definitely they can get answers here. That's how I just collect all the questions. And if you have any other questions, you can ask me through the chat. I'll be doing more analysis and then add more blog post about that. Okay. So this is about the agentic RAG and this about RAG and open source tools for RAG. This is Graph RAG and understanding AI. These are all the fun AI applications. For very beginners, it will be giving some inspiration and then generative AI RAG overview. So we are going reverse, right? So in the beginning, it will be very simple tutorials. Okay. Understanding attention mechanism, machine learning versus deep learning, and exploring neural networks with TensorFlow Playground, AI-powered sentiment analyzer using Python, catastrophic forgetting, model drift, gradient descent versus backpropagation, and the zero-shot learning, explainability, transfer learning versus fine-tuning, scikit-learn example, LLM explanation, TensorFlow versus PyTorch versus scikit-learn, a beginner's guide to training an AI model. Use Whisper to create subtitle files locally without requiring any paid services. It is very important one. I used to share this information with my learners so that they can get some confidence. Like so, many people are thinking that locally using models are a bit difficult, but it's very easy and really useful. So I personally I used it for creating subtitles for all my videos in the AI course. So it is very effective. Even I can just specify some commonly mistaken words like my mispronunciation words. So in that case, it will be correcting it automatically. Okay, that's that much effective. With this local setup, we can easily use it without paying any money. It's about getting started and common myths and misconceptions about AI, relationship between AI and data science. Here it is Python's role in AI development and understanding AI algorithms, breaking down AI jargons. I explained various AI related words there. The ultimate list of AI tools to expert in 2025, AI FAQ, future of AI, fun AI projects to try at home, AI careers, AI tools and platforms for beginners, ethical AI, okay, machine learning, AI in everyday life, types of AI, how does AI work, what is AI and why should you care, unlocking AI, okay, this is explaining about will this be kill RAG, because everyone was saying that it has a large context window, right? So sample PHP code for using Google Gemini API. Okay, how to use Google Gemini to earn money online, ChatGPT versus Gemini, machine learning versus deep learning, quiz to test your knowledge in ChatGPT and Google Gemini. But they were published some time back. I don't know whether they are still relevant. You can check that. Okay, sample prompts for various. So mostly prompt engineering. That time prompt engineering was there. So a lot of questions related to prompt, posts related to prompt engineering FAQ. Okay, but now things are changing a bit. Now everyone is talking about context engineering, right? How to start using ChatGPT. Okay, so that's all. So a lot of posts are there. Okay, hundreds of posts. Okay, in the 2025 itself, 304 posts now reached to 5 posts. So I will be doing a lot of posts in the coming days. Okay, so just to go through the details and watch the uh, like these courses videos freely. Okay, and if you want to buy the course, you can buy it. Okay, it's very, as I said, you can buy from rajamanikam.com if you want automatic delivery, or if manual delivery is okay for you, you can just click this one, right? A course for beginners. If you are in India, you can get it for just 300 rupees, and other people can get it for $8, but it's a manual process. You have to make the payment, then you have to contact me. Okay, and if you're interested in one-on-one AI coaching, click this and you can get one-on-one AI coaching. I already prepared with a lot of examples and slides, and I have been doing it for many people, right? So based on their experience, I can easily explain the things without spending much time. Okay. So if you're interested, you can just contact me. If there are any questions, you can ask me. My email ID, I will share my email ID. Email ID is rajamanikam.a@gmail.com. So this is my email ID. I will share my email ID. If you have any questions or if you want to join one-on-one AI coaching, you can contact me. We can have a quick Google Meet discussion, and then you can make the payment to book my time. Then we can do the teaching. Okay. If there are any other questions, you can ask me. You can find all the links in the description of this video. Okay. Thanks. Bye.